right? This lesson is very important lesson, right? From your grade 9, 10, right? And 11, right? As I told you earlier, right? You will be getting a full question from this one as well for your O-level exam, right? Okay. So first of all, we need to identify what is a random experiment, right? So I have given the properties of a random experiment, right? So let's see one by one. Give me 1 minute. Right. So what is a random experiment? So random experiment. Right. In this kind of experiment, right? In the lesson probability, right? You need to know what is a random experiment, right? Random experiment is the experiment that you are not going to like you do not have pre-plan. Right? There are Sudanova plan. You are just randomly doing that, right? So what right? You think I need to do this, right? Just do it, right? Random experiment, right? So you are not going to find this special time, right? You are not going to find a special condition, right? You just thought, you just did, right? Random experiment. There are a few uh, characteristics of a random experiment that I have given you, right? So the first one, the experiment can be repeated any number of times, right? Can it, there cannot be any limitation to do that, right? In the first one, the experiment can be repeated any number of times under the same condition, right? You can repeat it. Okay. Then, second one, all the possible outcomes of the experiment are not before the experiment is carried out. Yeah, what is that? Now think, you are going to flip a coin. Now, you in your hand you have the coin. Right? Let's say it is a 2 rupee coin, head and tail. Right? Coin has a two sides. Well, coin has a two sides, head and the tail. Right? You are going to flip it. So before carrying out the experiment, you know what would be your result. Right? If you flip a coin, right? If you flip a coin, right? If you toss a coin, right? Coin toss again, right? Cricket card, right? If you toss a coin, right? You know, right? What would be the result? What are the results that you are going to get? Either head or tail, right? But you cannot exactly tell. Now you are getting head. Now let's split them. Tail head ne give tail already. Right? Now someone is saying now you are going to get tail. Them head now you are going to get head. Them right? So, now you get tail. You cannot exactly or you cannot tell it in a certain way, right? You cannot tell it to the point, right? This time you will get it. This time you will get tail, right? Likewise, you cannot tell exact result, but you know either head or tail can be there, either, right? Either head or tail, right? Clear? In the third one, that is saying the outcome of the experiment cannot be stated with a certainty before the experiment is carried out. That is why I said you cannot exactly tell the result. This would done. This would done. And තාත්තර කියනවා කියන්න බෑ. අර තාත්තර බොරුනේ කියන්නේ. Right. Fourth one. When the experiment is repeated, right, a pattern cannot be recognized of the outcome. Right. Now, for the first time, you are going to flip the coin 10 times. First time, 8. Second time, tail. Right. So, for an example, it is something like this. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Right? You are going to flip the coin for the first time, right? For the first round, right? For the first round, you are going to flip the coin 10 times. For this one, it will give you head, tail, head, tail, tail, head, 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 and tail and head. Right? If you going to go the second round, right? If you flip the coin for the second round, right? So there are 10 times now, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and 8, right? In the fourth property, fourth characteristic, it says when the experiment is repeated. Now this experiment will be repeated, right? Toss 10 times, toss 10 times. For the first time, first round, toss the coin 10 times. For the second round, toss the coin 10 times. Right? In the fourth one, when the experiment is repeated, the pattern cannot be recognized. There cannot be any pattern, right? So that means if you click the coin for the second round, you will not get same pattern like this, right? Never, right? This pattern will not be obtained, right? So I have written down the same pattern now. So mean H T H T T H H H H and T and H. Right? So if you get this pattern, right, in the second round, same pattern cannot be obtained. Anyhow, I will get this. Right? So first round, first flip, head. Second round, first flip, head. First round, second flip, toss. First round, second flip. It makes different. There is no pattern, right? It is change. Head dot head, head dot head, head dot head. There is no pattern can be identified, right? So I will change this one and right. Okay. Third one, head. Third one, head. Fourth one, toss. Tail. Fourth one, tail. Fifth one, tail. Fifth one, tail. Sixth one, head. Sixth one, head. Right? Seventh one, head. Seventh one, toes. Right? Toes means tail. Right? When you are flipping, right, there cannot be any pattern. Right? Just random. Right? Head, tail, and head. Right? Blah blah blah. Right? It cannot be repeated. So those are the four characteristics. I will read it again. First one. The experiment can be repeated any number of times under the same condition. Right? All the possible outcomes of the experiment are known before the experiment is carried out. Right? The outcome of the experiment cannot be stated with certainty before the experiment is carried out. I have explained that one as when the experiment is repeated, right, a pattern cannot be recognized. There is no pattern between this one and this one. Right? It is different. Right? Different outcomes will come. No pattern can be identified. Right? So those are the four characteristics that you are going to obtain for a random experiment. Right? Random experiment. So you need to keep those four characteristics in your mind. You need to remind them very clearly. Right. Okay. I have given two examples in the below. Right? For instance, flipping and ordering weight. I got this name. Flipping and ordering weight. And rolling an unbiased cubic die. So now you get cubic die. So there are six spaces. And you are just equal six spaces. Huh? It is. So you know, right? Equal six spaces, and you are going to toss it, flip it, right? You are going to first time, second time. First time you will get number two. Second time you will get number 6. Nice. So third time you will get number 5. Okay. Likewise, there cannot be any repeatable pattern. So it is totally random. You cannot say, next will you will get 5. Exactly you cannot tell. You can guess. What කියන්න පුළුවන්? 50ට කියන්න පුළුවන්. 5 වැටේ. ඔය 4 වැටුණා. Right? So face is 4. Right? Head or tail. Head. No, tail. Right? You cannot exactly tell, but you can guess. And make a වැටේ E. Make a වැටෙනවා මයි කියන්න බෑ. Right? You cannot say it with a certainty. Right? You cannot say it exact. Right? එහෙම කියන්න පුළුවන් ඔයා රහත් වෙලා වගේ පැවිදි නේ ඉර්ධියලා වගේ ඉන්නවා. Right. Right. So we have to do by using exercise. So I will share this screen so that you can understand. Shall we do the exercise 24.1? Wait. I am going to share the screen. Right. Right. Probability. Right. So what is a random experiment? So these are the 4 characteristics that I have explained you, right? Earlier. The experiment can be repeated any number of times under the same condition. All the possible outcomes of the experiment are known before the experiment is carried out. The outcome of the experiment cannot be stated with certainty, right? අනිවා ඩෙෆා කියන්න බෑ වාට. හරිද? ඒ කියන්නේ මෙහෙම වෙයි කියලා කිව්වේ but මේකමයි කියලා කියන්න බෑ. You cannot tell exactly, right, before the experiment is carried out. When the experiment is repeated, right, like round 1, round 2, right, a pattern cannot be recognized. There cannot be a pattern, right? Pattern cannot be recognized, right? Okay. So those are the 4 characteristics that you have, right? For instance, flipping an ordinary coin, rolling an unbiased cubic die, right? Okay. So exercise 24.1. So you have to identify whether right. Exercise 24.1. Right. Let's read that. For each of the following experiments in the column to the right, mark check if it is a random experiment and mark wrong if it is not a random experiment. Right. So now you know how to identify a random experiment or not, because there are 4 characteristics, right, in the upper, right? You should remember those 4 characteristics in order to identify whether this experiment is a random experiment or not random, right? So let's read first one. Rolling an unbiased tetrahedral die with its faces numbered from 1 to 4 and recording the number on the face which touches the table, right? So what is a tetrahedral die? Can anyone tell me? How many faces should be there for a tetrahedral die?
6 or something.
No. මේක දිහා බලලත් කියන්න පුළුවන්. How many faces should be
8.
there? No. For a normal die, how many faces are there?
6.
Yes. For normal cubic die, there are 6 faces. right?
Yeah.
Right. What is a tetrahedral die? Mara case එක. ඒකටත් 6 තියනවද? Shall I show?
No.
No.
No. Tetra may. If you read the question very carefully, you can say may tetrahedral die with its faces numbered from 1 to 4. There should be 4 maximum faces for tetrahedral die.
Faces.
Yes. So let's see if I can get it. Tetrahedral die. Median. The images are yathina. Let's see. Can you see tetrahedral die?
Yes, sir.
Only four sides are there, right?
4 faces.
Yeah, 4 sides are there for a tetrahedral die. Okay. So shall I show you? So tetra means 4. Tetra means 4. Tetrahedron තියෙනවා die එකක් නෑනේ. පොළ කරා. Die එකක් නෑ guys. මේකත් බලමු.
Can I just really understand this exam?
So she's making tetrahedral die.
This vertex here is number 1.
Right. So I think you get an idea about tetrahedral die, yeah? So only 4 faces are there.
For our population. So we roll the die. We can get either a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right. So that is called tetrahedral die, right? Okay. Right. Okay, guys. Right. Can anyone say that this is random or not? First experiment, is it random or not? Please tell me.
Random.
Yes, random. Excellent. Because this is random, huh? Because it has rolling an unbiased die. Unbiased die, right? Unbiased tetrahedral die numbers face from 1 to 4 and recording the number on the face which touches the table, right? You are doing it randomly, right? You are you have not pre-planned it, right? So this should be random, right? Okay, so this one, drawing a bead එකේ පබළුවක්, drawing a bead, right? From a bag which contains beads of one color and recording its color. What is this? Random or not random?
Random.
So by reading this one, right, you can see, right? You know, inside the bag you have only one color. Me drawing a bead from a bag which contains beads of one color.
Beads of one color.
Right? So only one color you are having, right? You know, inside that bag you are having red, right? So and also, right, recording its color. You are drawing, right? Right? And you are recording the color, right? Record right? Do you need to record that color? No, because inside that bag already you have one color. This is not random, right? Now, for an example, if there are 5 colors inside the bag or 2 colors, right? more than one color should be inside the bag. If this, then this experiment will be random, right? You know already inside the bag there is one color, so no need to draw it. You already know inside the bag there are red beads. So I am going to obtain red beads only, right? If I draw first bead, it will be red, and if I draw second bead, it will be again red. If I draw third bead, it will be again red. Red. So it is not random, right? Because only red beads are inside the bag, not red beads. One color beads are inside the bag. This is not random. Throwing a ball at a target and observing whether it hits the target or not. So can you repeat this one? Repeat and repeat and repeat. Tell me. Guys, tell me. Throwing a ball at a target, right? And observing whether it hits the target or not, right? You are going to play cricket and you are practicing bowling, right? You are going to bowl your
Random.
yes, this should be random because, right? Okay, let's say first time. Now you are going to say my ball, the ball I throw will hit the wicket, right? Will hit the wicket. So can you exactly say? Can you exactly say? Will it hit or not? Let me know. Here, Tagan. Right? You are going to practice bowling, right? And you are going to throw the ball at the first time. And can you say exactly your ball will hit the target or not?
No.
Yes, you cannot. Yes, that is correct. So you cannot exactly tell. So this is not random. Sorry. This is random, right? Because you cannot exactly predict. You cannot exactly say. So this is random, right? Planting 5 radish seeds and recording the number of seeds that are germinate in 5 days. What can you say? Is it random or not random? Right? Ola radish seed doya pela karanda yanawa and recording the number of seeds that germinate in 5 days. Can you tell 5 out of 5 will be germinate or exactly 3 out of 5 germinate? Can you tell? Exactly can you say?
No.
No, you cannot tell. So that means this is random. Right? So this one, checking whether a door opens when a key picked at random from a bunch of 3 keys is used. Checking whether a door is open, right? Door opens when a key picked at random, random. There is a word random, from bunch of 3 keys is used. There are 3 keys, right? In a key tag, right? There are 3 keys in a key tag, right? And those keys are very same, right? And can you say which key is suitable for the which door at once? You can tell or you cannot tell. This key will open this door.
Cannot tell.
Yes, you cannot tell. So that this will be a random thing. Sorry, this will be a random one. Tossing a ball in the air and observing whether it falls to the ground. Right? Tossing a ball, you are going to put a ball to the sky, right? You are going to throw a ball to the sky and observing whether it falls to the ground. Is it random or not? Tell me. Now logic, build logic for yourself. Can I exactly tell this ball will come to the ground? right? Can you exactly tell? Now you are in the ground.
Random.
No.
No, this is not random. Huh?
Okay.
Why is that? You are in a ground, you are in a ground, right? And you are going to throw a ball to the air, right? ඒක හඳට යනවද නෑනේ? Will it go to the moon after you throw it?
No.
No, definitely it comes to the කොහාටද?
Ground.
Yes, definitely it comes to the ground. Right? Tossing a ball in the air and observing or බලන් ඉන්නවා, you are seeing that ball comes to the ground, right? Exactly, it comes to the ground neither because of the gravity. It does not go to the මොනවාද moon ne? It does not go. Right? This is not random. You know exactly it will come back to the ground. This is not random. Make a random එකක් නෙමෙයි. You know exactly tell, right? You know exactly tell the outcome. It will come back to the ground. Once I throw a ball to the air, just definitely it will come back to the ground. So that this experiment is not random, right? So this one, drawing out of 2 cards from a box containing 3 cards, each with one of the numbers 1, 3, and 5, right? So there are 3 cards like this. Right, there are 3 cards, and on these cards 3 numbers has been written, 1, 3, and 5. Right? Now this is inside a bag, right? So this is my bag, and you are going to draw out 2 cards, right? You are going to get 1 card, and you are going to take another card, right? For 2 times, right? First time and second time, right? You are going to take 2 cards out, right? And observe whether the sum of the 2 numbers on the 2 cards are drawn is an odd number, right? Okay, now let's see. First of all, you are going to take the first card out. Okay, randomly you are going to take, right? This is a black covered bag. Now imagine this is, you cannot see inside what card is 1, what card is 2, and which card is 5, right? You cannot identify, and you are randomly taking, right? You are going to put your hand inside this bag, and you are going to take 1 card out, right? Now you are going to take 1 card out. The first time you get 1, right? Card number 1. Then again you are going to put hand on inside this, and you are getting number 3, right? Randomly. Right. So what is the summation of 1 and 3? 4. Will it be an odd number? No, right? So this is random, right? So for another time, you are going to get 3, right? You are going to get 3, right? Out of this. And you are going to get out of this next time 5. Right? 5 plus 3, 8. Right? Again, even, eh? And this one is also even, right? And 1 plus 5, again, what is the number? Final answer for 1 plus 5? 6 neither. Guys, can you understand this? May there not?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now tell me, is the last one is random or not random?
Not random. What is
Yes. This is
not random.
not random,
Not
because Haridhar, I gave you an example, because inside this you have 1, 3, and 5. You know these 3 cards are inside that, Hari. And it is saying, and you are going to observe whether the sum of the 2 numbers, right? That means 2 cards you are getting out on the 2 cards are the drawn right? Summation of that two cards will be an odd number, right? Odd වෙනවද කියලා අහන්නේ, right? Now think like this. If you get this card and this card, what happens? Will it give you a odd number? 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 equals 4. No, right? If you get 1 plus 5, one first card and this card, will it be a
6.
yes? Will it be a odd number? Odd number එකක්ද?
No.
No.
No,
Again,
even number.
yes, even. And then you are getting 3 and 5, right? 3 plus 5, what is the
8.
summation? 8. Will it be odd
8.
number? Will it be odd number?
No.
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 All the possible outcomes are all the possible outcomes are even numbers.
Even numbers.
Yes, so you are not getting any odd number, right? Well, dhannawa, you exactly know, you definitely know there cannot be any even number, right? Because yes, these numbers are odd, but if I take two cards out, you can never get an odd number, right? You can never get an odd number. Only 4, only 6, and only 8. 4 and 6 and 8 are even numbers, right? So that this is not random. So that this is not random. Now can you understand this? Medically, yeah. Right? You need to identify the question now. You need to identify what is the exact meaning of the question. මේ එන්න තඩි question එකක් දීලා ඔයාලෙන් අහනවා මේක random ද not random ද කියලා. So you need to carefully think, is this random? Is this not random? Right? So you know already what are the outcomes of this. නේ? For the last one, you know already. Inside the bag, there are there are 3 cards numbering 1, 3, and 5, and you are going to draw 2 cards out of these, right? If you draw randomly 1 and 3, the summation will be 4. If you draw randomly 1 and 5, the summation will be 6, right? Again, even number. If you draw again 3 and 5, right? The summation of these 2 cards will be 8. Summation will be 8. So you already know the outcomes. What would be the outcomes? Right? 3 plus 5, 8. Right? Right. Okay, guys. So for today, I am going to stop the session from here, and let's do 2-3 speed revision things. Huh? Right? Okay, guys. So I am going to stop the lesson for today from here. Right?